Alright there you guys again, welcome to another one of my live videos. And the breaking headlines, as I mentioned on my last video, was about Bakoyoko. He's coming from the Express, explaining it. He's coming from Sky Sports, he's coming from the Daily Star, coming from a numerous lot of sources and media outlets is this report. That is currently saying basically now about Monaco's Bakoyoko that Manchester United have fully agreed a 35 million fee for 2 mil Bakoyoko, and he's basically saying in capital letters Chelsea are currently hijacked again. But my theory on this is that Chelsea were really close to getting him on the board. It's been, I think it's like died down and it's been silent for the last 10 days or something like that. He was currently due a medical with Chelsea. He was due a medical. It didn't turn out that way, but basically Chelsea have not fully agreed. Have not even agreed personal terms with Bakoyoko yet. So yeah, that's the main headline according to Sky Sports. Bakoyoko though is a fantastic outfit. He was being fantastic for like 12 months. He had a fantastic campaign with Monaco last season. He's one of Monaco's standout players, very tenacious, good at breaking up the play. He's a good midfielder, good in the air, strong, aggressive, precise on the ball. You know, but I did say I'd still prefer Fabinho in that midfield, but Bakoyoko would be a fantastic player for me. But this is the main headlines. We are merged to hijack Chelsea yet again. I don't think there's been full-on contact yet with the player or Monaco about us getting him on the board. This is just according to the Daily Star, Sky Sports, the Express, and everywhere. And I think altogether he has currently made 46 appearances, I think, last season for Monaco. As we currently got Lukaku on the board. Lukaku is fantastic. As I said, it looked in the ascendancy that Chelsea were going to get him. Obviously, Raiola's got a cut of this money as well. It did look realistically that Chelsea were going to get him. And if we do get Bakoyoko on the board, this will rub salt in the rooms to Chelsea big time. See if there's any more information about it. But he's played a fantastic key part as Bakoyoko, you know, he's played a fantastic key part, helping them gain success to the Liga 1 last season. Obviously progressing well to the Champions League semi-final last season as well. And it would be a blow for, basically, for Conte. It would be a huge blow. That means they've missed out on 2 players that we've snatched off them. But yes, personal terms have not been fully agreed with the player or anything like that. But we'll see what happens about that. I do hope we get him, to be quite honest with you, because he's one of Monaco's limelight players. But to be quite fair, most of the report, this is what makes me laugh. Most of the report is not actually mentioning Bakoyoko. Most of the report is saying about Romelu Lukaku, how he feels coming to Manchester United, you know. With the comments he'd put out on his ESPN interview saying, you know, it's the biggest club in the world, best fan base, biggest stadium in English football, fantastic fan base. And as I said, fantastic history. And he did say, I'm hoping to come and win trophies at Manchester United. I'm hoping to come and win silverware at Manchester United and gain success. That's what he's basically going on about. So, there could be some truth behind it, because you know a lot of the media and the news agents justify their existence in certain situations, you know, when there could be some truth behind it, there may not be some truth behind it. It might be just us trying to play with Chelsea and rub his nose into Chelsea, basically. That could be the scenario around it, but as you see the bottom page, as I said, this is Lukaku. It's always an opportunity that I've always wanted since I was a child, said Lukaku. I never thought twice. I'm delighted to be hopefully playing part of their history. So basically, the main articles that are talking about Bakoyoko, most of the report is about Lukaku. So you can't really say if there's any trustworthy behind the report. So I don't know, guys. I really do not know I don't know, guys. I really don't. But as I said, Bakoyoko and Chelsea never ever agreed any personal terms. You know, and we're not bothered. I think the £35 million is a absolute bargain for the player of his calibre. You know, you compare him to Eric Dyer. You know, I don't think he's for sale now anywhere, but we're preparing to offer him a £50 million bid. Is 50 million asking too much for Eric Dyer? As I did say, I prefer him over Matic. But Eric Dyer, you see, guys, with him and Bakoyoko, there's not much difference. You know, they've got the same quality, you know, and I think that's asking a bit too much for the likes of Eric Dyer, 50 million, but 35 million for Bakoyoko, who's an absolutely fantastic player. He may, and he's still only young as well. He may have to improve in some acts of his game, but he was a main part with Monaco, who's got a young, talented, fantastic, experienced team. A lot of players could be on the verge of going from there. But if this is true, and I presume more things will update, it's just been going around Sky, it's been going around the Daily Star, the Express. You know, so many reports now are reporting on this situation that this could happen. And he's made 46 appearances, also earning himself full senior honours for France in March as well, Bakoyoko. So, basically, what I've read of his overall stats, they are absolutely fantastic. But most of the report is about Lukaku, so this is the main thing. We are emerging to hijack Chelsea yet again by tipping them off by offering the same amount as what Chelsea have offered, which is £35 million. But you could say this the same. Chelsea did the same with us. I know they was in the ascendancy to get Lukaku on the board. Currently, Raiola, who represents him, oversaw the deals of Paul Pogba. He's got in cut of this money as well from Lukaku, which is 90 million, well, 75 million plus add-ons as well. What that, guys? You could basically say the same thing, because as it broke out about Lukaku, what day is it today? Monday. Well, Thursday it started heavily talks saying that he'd agreed to £75 million deal. And then the next day, he was due his medical, obviously. He was undergoing his medical in Los Angeles and he was training with Paul Pogba. That Chelsea had come in at the final hurdle to try and get him offers when he looked in his centre to come to Manchester United. Fantastically good news that he didn't go to Chelsea. He has come to Manchester United. And he has explained why he's come to Manchester United. So now we're basically hijacking Chelsea again, according to the reports, offering the same amount that Chelsea currently offered the same. They were offering, or willed, or did offer the same amount for Romelu Lukaku right at the final hurdle, which was 75 million. So it's the other way around, isn't it now? So where Chelsea have offered 35 million for Bakoyoko, they've been in advanced talks for quite a while. They've looked in the incentive to get him on the board, and now we've matched their price. There's talks that he could be on the verge of making a move to Old Trafford. So, do you get what I mean, guys, in this situation? So, it's still if and buts, but with the Lukaku deal, it's obviously jeopardised the Morata deal. Chelsea looking into him. I think they're willing to offer him 80 million. And also, I think it has jeopardised the Matic deal, and it was all depending on the pursuit of Bakoyoko from Chelsea, whether to look for an alternative replacement for Matic, and they were willing to sell Matic to us. And I said £40 million too much for Matic. I have reservations about him. He's unpredictable. He's awful. He's woeful. He's a Chelsea reject and had irregular starts last season. Doesn't complement your likes of Fabinho's, your Nainggolan's, your Herrera's, your Pogba's. We need that centre-fencing midin. We need them creative midfielders. We need them creative wings. And we need that depth. And, we need a centre-fencing mid to let Pogba set free in that midfield. And I'd love Nainggolan. There's been hints on Instagram. Manchester United and Chelsea being interested in. There's been stuff on Instagram about Nainggolan. He's a dynamic box-to-box player, very creative, very tenacious, makes a massive impact in that midfield also. And some of his stats are dramatic. I think 15 goals last season, 7 assists. I am going to go on more news about Nainggolan. I haven't really looked at much news about him, so I am going to have a glance at because some of his stats I read were dramatic, but I couldn't remember all of them, so So if this is to happen, this would rub the salt in the wounds of Chelsea. As I said, Conte is frustrated with the lack of investment in this transfer window. They've obviously got Rudiger on the board from Roma. They've obviously got that alternative replacement from John Terry. So they've got a good, fantastic back line of Chelsea, but they need them reinforcements up front. That's what they're lacking, and they're struggling in this transfer window at the moment. There's certain key areas in other teams that need to be strengthened up as well. I've identified our key roles at midfield. We need some midfielders in there. So who's got that ability to drive forward, who can pick the right passes. And I think Bakoyoko would be capable of it. I think Fabinho's capable of it. I have a lot of trustworthy in him. I have trustworthy in Mourinho, full stop, whoever he brings into the team. But we're just going to look more on, what's his name now? Nainggolan. Anything else? Let's have a look. To see if there's anything else updated on Nainggolan. Manchester United. I'd love Bakoyoko. I really would love Bakoyoko, as he has looked in his sense to go to Chelsea. But he's got all the physical techniques, His reading of his game is fantastic. His composure is fantastic. He's had he was the limelight for Monaco. Some people may disagree, but I don't think he's as good as Fabinho, but it still would be fantastic for Manchester United. And, that's what I'm saying on the subject, guys. He'd still be a fantastic playmaker for Manchester United. That's the thing. Yeah, it's here on this report. Nainggolan and Chelsea has Chelsea Man United on alert after teasing social media comments about Nainggolan. Is there anything else? He's attracted quite a few interests from quite a few clubs as Nainggolan. Yes, Chelsea have completed a move £34 million for Nainggolan, but I've got his stats here. 11 goals last season, 5 assists, 68 chances created, 1,509 passes, 57 tackles won, 90 shots. Dramatic, absolutely dramatic stats. And he was the limelight of Serie A for Roma last season. I think his contract is still to 2020. He's at Nainggolan's, but yes, absolutely. And 14 goals in all competitions, guys. His performances have been stunning. He's a dynamic box-to-box player. He's very versatile also. He's very, very good in the air. And he's very enthusiastic, very passionate. But the club are believed to be stalling over a new deal for Nainggolan. And he's basically, over the weekend, as things have been posted on Instagram, he's had an Instagram live broadcast over the course of the weekend. And he's asked if he's going to be if he will sign another contract in Roma. And he says, I'm waiting as always. So basically, he's still deciding what he's going to be doing on his future. I still may be convinced that he will stay at Roma. To be quite fair, guys, I still think that he will stay at Roma, if I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. So, and he's added to his future following comments made. Yeah, he's basically added fuel to the fire of his future now, to what's going to be happening. I'm not quite sure, guys, what's going to be happening with him, but I'd love him at Manchester United. And yeah, guys, so tell me what you think to the Bakoyoko case and the talks about what's been going on about it. Drop your comments and likes below on the video, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later on. Bye.